You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Welcome back.
We are back with another Nukes Top 5. It's been probably a couple of weeks since we've done one, but this is one of his newer ones. This is 5 scary ghost videos that will make you feel really weird. So, pretty excited about this one, so we're just going to get right into it.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The Man in Black. So, about a month ago, I featured a video from a YouTube urban exploration channel called Finders Beepers History. The engine was built in 1850.
Sorry. I didn't mean to press that button.
I already tried this all over. Try this again.
Sorry.
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. The Man in Black. So, about a month ago, I featured a video from a YouTube urban exploration channel called Finders Beepers History Seekers. The really compelling thing about their creepy video was that the two hosts, Matt and Andy, are definitely not ghost hunters. In fact, they're complete skeptics. They simply caught a very strange occurrence during one of their urban explorations.
But yeah, you can
Who's
see
up
us
there?
again.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Hello?
It was like someone like watched and then walked.
Hello? It's gone cold because I saw somebody stood there. I saw a leg.
But there's one more very strange urban exploration video that the Finders Beepers guys recorded all the way back in 2017. A video that they were never able to explain. So, the Finders Beepers guys are exploring a long-abandoned historic farm in Doncaster, England, that is estimated to have been built sometime in the 1800s. Local legend says that the previous owner of the land allegedly took his own life by tying a rope around a solid beam inside one of the buildings. In the Finders Beepers video, it's clear that the two friends are pretty carefree and having a good time while exploring the empty farm.
So, Andy has literally just almost died. I'm just going to carry on filming you a minute, just because I have a feeling you're going to fall. And I want to get you on you being framed.
I think it's funny because they're not ghost hunters, so it's such a fun. It seem to be legitimate.
Go on. Just to show you where he would have fallen. Oh, Andy, I can see something good already. It's our good old favourite. It's the cellar.
I think it's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze down here. Only for you, Paul.
Are you gonna fit down there?
And I do apologise, viewers, if you get to see my arse for about the millionth time. Oh, it's become a regular occurrence. Bit of a celebrity, I think, got arse now, to be honest. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, there it is, look. Full moon. My part moon.
Oh, dear. What the friggin' hell is going on here? Jesus Christ! Scared me to death.
Now, after Matt and Andy uploaded the video of their new exploration to their YouTube channel, it was no longer a joking matter. They were shocked by the comments from many concerned viewers. Because you see, someone or something at the abandoned farm seems to have been watching them. Something they didn't see. Watch the footage closely.
We've just made our way back down there, back through the beams where all the pan tiles are. I will just quickly show Andy the kestrel, and then we'll make our way around. So there's some massive there should have been some massive buildings up that side, but so yeah, it's just a bit further up there. It's
Right there.
Oh, right there.
Did you see it? The two friends are completely unaware as something seems to be staring at them from inside a room in the crumbling farmhouse. The figure appears to be wearing a dark suit, and its face is just a featureless black blur.
It looks like it's
A
wearing
little
like
later, Matt and Andy
one of those
actually
fancy
explored the
hats
same area where
that a
the
guy
dark
would
figure
wear
was
back
seen,
during those times.
but there's no one there. However, when they come back out, their footage shows something absolutely chilling.
When it comes out,
More
it scares them.
liability.
Oh, it's right there.
Let's go
Oh,
to
let's
the
see
main
it
house, I
again.
think.
The mysterious faceless apparition of a man seems to have
Right
somehow
there.
now moved to where Matt and Andy had
It's not
just
even
been
looking at
standing
them.
only minutes before. Again,
pretty
it
good.
seems to watch the two unsuspecting explorers from afar. The guys claim that they had no idea that they were being watched and didn't see anyone at the time
That's
of the
pretty-
recording. Let me say again that both Matt and Andy are skeptics when it comes to the paranormal. In fact, Andy flat out says that he just doesn't believe in ghosts. But they say that this creepy event has, quote, freaked us out a bit. So what do you think the Finders Beepers guys captured on camera? Could it be the spirit of the previous owner who allegedly took his own life at the farm? Or could it be some mysterious lurker without a face?
You would think that they would notice if
Let
there's
me
an
know
actual person
what you
standing
think.
there.
You can watch this full video and others over on Matt and Andy's Urban Exploration channel, Finders Beepers, History Seekers. The Curse. Russian ghost hunter Tim Morozov travels deep into the secluded Russian countryside to investigate an abandoned house that is said to have been cursed by an evil witch. In his video, Tim tells the story of two mushroom pickers who were wandering the countryside one day and stumbled upon the completely boarded up house. They heard loud sounds coming from inside,
Interesting.
and worried that someone might be in danger, they smashed their way inside. They were shocked when they were greeted by a strange dark shadow enveloped by a thick fog. They ran from the house. Tim says the couple later contacted him to investigate the creepy home. Upon entering the empty and decaying house, strange things immediately begin to happen.
So that's moving by itself. And that.
This looks like that one we saw before. Guy by himself?
Yeah. I don't know who's holding the camera.
I thought it was two guys.
Can't see, it's pitch black.
Сама она. Тарелка. Упасть точно не могла.
So someone knocked the plate over.
Yeah.
Фонарик у меня на столе был. Кровать заправлял. Упала тарелка. Не знаю, как она могла упасть. В принципе, никакая крыса, никакая мышь ее толкнуть не могла. И в темноте я дышал и увидел пар. Не знаю, было ли видно это на камеру.
After light bulbs start swinging on their own and a plate suddenly falls onto the floor, Tim explains he saw a strange fog or mist, which sounds eerily similar to what the mushroom-picking couple had reported. Tim is a little on edge, but decides to lay down on the bed and rest in the darkness while all of his devices and camera equipment are turned on and recording. What happens next is just truly bizarre.
What the frequency?
Lay in the darkness in a creepy house.
Oh, the camera by itself. Took a picture.
Polaroid.
Does that camera even work?
You probably set
Tim's
it up
equipment
there.
experiences strange high-frequency feedback, and then all of a sudden, the Polaroid camera that he brought with him on the investigation suddenly snaps a photo, all on its own. But what makes this footage even stranger is something you perhaps didn't see at first. So I have to ask, did you see it?
Let's see.
As Tim is lying on the bed, a creepy-looking hand comes from the ceiling as if to grab him.
Oh, yeah.
Right before the hand reaches him, the Polaroid camera snaps a photo and the hand disappears. Tim has no idea what he just captured, but is baffled either way by
Oh,
the
yeah,
strange
looks like
Polaroid
Yeah, you can tell
snapshot.
that
Trying to
right
explain the incident to himself, he says that the Polaroid could have possibly just malfunctioned because of the intense humidity inside the house. But then things get stranger, and even more terrifying.
Я не знаю, друзья, может быть, просто из-за сырости в этом доме.
You try to explain it to himself, like
Что-то у него замкнуло.
kind of
Short
paranormal.
circuit. Someone's walking. Oh,
It's the door handle. Is it on camera?
Сырости в этом доме. Что-то у него замкнуло.
What is that? Is it his shadow?
Again, did you see it? Captured on the camera that is recording Tim's laser grid, you can see a dark shadow figure trying to open the door by moving the door handle.
Oh, yeah,
It then
look.
once again disappears into
It's-
thin air. Tim
it's like-
carefully checks out the door and looks inside the room on the other side, but there's just no one there. A week goes by, and after reviewing all of the chilling evidence he captured on camera, he returns to the cursed abandoned
Let's go
house
back a while.
once more. Tim soon realizes that he might have made a huge mistake.
what is he looking at?
There's something
Oh, right behind him. How tall is it? It's
I don't know.
it's like changing shape. Well, now it got taller. Now it's gone.
That was kind of weird. Was there a point to the ball on the floor?
There's a
Точно.
that wasn't there before.
100%.
What is it? A beer bottle?
Брата.
See the curtain moving?
Yeah.
Кто там? Кто там?
Is that a
Ты кто?
is that a shadow on the
I don't know
curtain,
if that's a
or was that just a stand?
Ответь. Кто ты?
Who are you?
it's,
Нет.
There are no legs. It's right behind the curtain.
Кто ты?
it's weird.
Really runs for it? Why would you want to do
I
that?
just want to see what the heck it was. If he's big, you move really quick, it would be right there, but there's nothing there.
Как такое возможно? Твою мать.
Tim is shocked. First, he hears something fall onto the floor and is lured into the home's living room. As he leaves, a shadow figure can be seen on the wall behind him, watching him as he leaves before disappearing. Tim then sees a bottle lying on the floor that he is sure wasn't there before. When he inspects the bottle, something seems to move into the curtain right next to him. The shape almost seems like someone invisible is standing against the curtain. Then when the shape suddenly retreats, Tim quickly opens the curtain to
It's
find
really strange.
absolutely nothing.
Без друзей, просто.
No, I can't say I would blame him. Terrible.
Well, it's like
scary.
then why don't you leave
Why would you go there by yourself?
if it is right behind them?
Такое чувство, что сзади просто кто-то наблюдает, не знаю.
I'm like, I am out of here.
That chair wasn't there. So, and now the chair's knocked over. How does he not get his equipment?
I know, I didn't get out of there. I'm done. Like, why would you go by yourself?
Well, now the camera fell.
Yeah.
It's busy telling him, like, we don't want you here. I don't know what that means.
Tim explains that he is getting very scared now, and as he talks to the camera, a shadow can be seen quickly darting from right to left in the mirror, right behind him. He says he feels that someone is watching him, and soon after, a chair mysteriously slides across the floor, all on its own. Then as he checks his equipment, the chair falls over and a rope hanging from the ceiling can be seen swaying back and forth. After all of this terrifying activity that he caught on camera, Tim finally decides to just get out of there. So did Tim Morozov capture what locals claim to be a supernatural curse on this house? Did he encounter the sinister presence of whoever used to live in the now abandoned home? Or is it something even darker? As always, you decide. You can check out the full 3-part series of The Cursed House and many more scary paranormal videos over on Tim Morozov's YouTube channel. Before we move on to the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Mysterious Mackey Mansion. Paranormal investigators Matt Benton from the YouTube channel Devil's Hour Productions and Dante Reeder from the channel Soul Seekers investigate the mysterious haunting of the Mackey Mansion in Virginia City, Nevada. The mansion was built in 1859 by the infamous Hearst family and is one of the only remaining historical structures to have survived 2 major fires in Virginia City. The Victorian building was later owned by silver mining millionaire John Mackey, after whom the building is named. At the beginning of the evening, investigator Dante and guest Violet head off to a nearby cemetery, leaving Matt from Devil's Hour Productions all alone inside the mansion. As he's doing a preliminary check of the house, Matt starts to get some very unexpected activity. Matt decides to do a spirit box session, and he's descending the mansion's staircase when he captures something very disturbing. Matt says he could see something out of the corner of his eye, and upon reviewing his footage, he discovers that he captured a partial apparition. Now, it's a little hard to see as the camera unexplainably loses focus just as Matt captures the apparition. But when the clip is slowed down, you can clearly see some kind of figure quickly moving out of sight just as Matt turns the corner at the bottom of the stairs. Even more bizarre, whatever this is seems to disappear right into the solid wall at the side of the staircase. Later in the evening, Matt, Dante, and Violet conduct a spirit box session upstairs in what used to be John Mackey's bedroom. And then, this happens.
Good job, it's exactly what we want.
What we all just heard was a loud bang right behind Dante. And when we looked in the direction to where we heard the bang, we all realized the wardrobe was partially open. Before the bang even happened, the wardrobe was completely closed. I even checked inside to see if I could debunk the wardrobe opening all by itself, but I didn't see anything that could make that happen. Less than 1 minute after the bang happens, we capture a shadow figure on the right side of the screen. It is hard to see, so look very closely.
Kinda.
It's kind of hard to make out.
Matt from Devil's Hour Productions wants to push the investigation even further. He decides to sit down on John Mackey's bed in hopes of invoking Mackey's ghost
Oh
did
god.
not go well.
Where's the bed flop?
Laying
Laying in your bed. Mr. Mackey, you're gonna have to show him. He's laying in your bed, you're gonna have to show him that you're the boss.
Something bad's about
At
that.
least he's not by himself like in the other
I'm
video.
on my back. Oh, shit.
He's agitated.
Let the look at the back here. Can you record? It's on this side. Don't even tell me.
Yep, you got one.
Oh God.
Don't even tell me, man.
Oh.
I need to take a minute. Yo, what is it?
It's a scratch.
It's one big scratch.
It's thick.
It's a burn mark.
While Matt is taunting John Mackey's spirit, it is actually Dante who receives a large scratch on his back. So did Matt from Devil's Hour Productions provoke the spirit of whomever or whatever is haunting the Mackey mansion? Did the group capture evidence of John Mackey's spirit still roaming his beloved estate? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments.
Interesting.
You can check out this full video and more
Yeah, that
investigations over on the
One
YouTube channel,
definitely,
Devil's Hour
wardrobe could have had
Productions.
the hinge could have been loose
The
if it was
Lady
open.
in Red. Popular Chinese ghost hunter Xiao Long and his friend Lao Dai are back with another live adventure in one of China's many creepy and mysteriously abandoned places. This time they explore what they believe to have been a massive government building that might be haunted by a vengeful female spirit. The creepy long dark hallways would give anyone major anxiety, but Lao Dai doesn't seem to be bothered by any of it, sticking his hands in places where they don't belong. Literally.
这啥逼玩意儿？哎我操！
What was that?
别鸡巴动！我操你妈！
What is it?
我操你大爷！
It's a bucket, but
你
what's
妈！你
it?
吓我一跳！你
Oh.
Looks like some kind of a mouse trap or something.
我给你摆那逼玩意儿呢！我给你摆，
Get away.
Kids are going to tell me.
这啥玩意儿呢？这
What is it?
是？那是后夹是吧？
Is that a mouse trap? Oh, I got. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
夹着手指头没有？
You guys are laughing at him.
Lao Dai blindly sticks his hand into a bucket and startles Xiaolong as he clumsily pulls back with a mouse trap clamped onto his fingers. Xiaolong simply laughs at him, and the two friends carry on their investigation. However, this isn't the only time Lao Dai fools around in the dark.
It's a long video.
Lao Dai attempts to scare Xiaolong with a fart, but it doesn't work. But soon after, something terrifies them both.
在风水学上来讲，是就是死，所以说
What's that? Where are those things are? Like I saw. Is there a ghost?
你带他妈当我瞎逼逼我干！
Nonsense. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? Someone's coming.
Lao Dai claims he heard something, and at first Xiaolong just doesn't believe him. But then they both get startled by a loud sound coming from somewhere in the large empty building. Now, the two investigators are done with jokes, and they proceed with caution. When they reach a higher floor and enter one of the creepy empty rooms, things take a turn towards the truly chilling.
they do.
从这启动出来是3年前的了。我操你个妈！我
I think they looked at me. I didn't even
我
notice.
操你妈！我操你妈老大！
What did they see?
你起来！你起来！
Come with.
It was hard to see because he ran so fast.
It came from outside.
When looking into the reflection of a window, Xiaolong spots a mysterious figure in red standing in the doorway right behind them. When he quickly turns around, there's no one there. So he hurries around the corner to find whoever or whatever he saw, but doesn't find anyone. He looks into the window's reflection once again. Now there's nothing there, and he proves that it was not an optical illusion. Xiaolong and Lao Dai no longer feel that they are alone, and begin to worry that they are possibly being stalked by the vengeful female spirit that is said to haunt the building. The Lady in Red. Only minutes later, and the two ghost hunters get such a terrifying fright that they run for their lives.
What?
我操你妈！这边有！我操你妈！你拿手机！等会儿！上来系统！
That's crazy.
你拿手机，路回头我！等会儿！我操！哎，我操你妈！有谁呀？
Looks like someone smashing something.
操你妈的！咋的？咋的？
Pull the ground out of here. I don't have to play anymore.
咋的？
You won't play.
不是你咋的？
After hearing loud, unexplained sounds coming from all around them, the two decide to split up and both record using their own phone. Lao Dai captures something so terrifying that he has had enough and wants to just get out of there. Once safely back in the car, Lao Dai shares his creepy footage with Xiao Long and the livestream audience.
吓着我了！你让我看你录着啥呢？
Make sure you call it and show him.
给我来！我一般没看花眼。哎呦我天！完了，腿都软了。
Oh.
The building by itself.
这是我跟你说，这啥玩意儿？哎呦我！
What is this?
这是窗看着我，哎呀我，哎呦我！
And the windows open?
这他妈有啥呀？这里边，这里边。
I see.
啥？
Right there.
操你妈！
It's like coming through the
So did
window.
Lao Dai capture the sinister spirit of a woman out for revenge? Or is it all just an elaborate
that.
hoax? You decide.
Oh.
That's hard.
You can watch Xiaolong's entire exploration and many more creepy videos over on his YouTube
Guys
channel,
are like freaking out,
Xiaolong
like
Adventure
screaming. Wow.
911.
Probably a lot.
TikTok user Brandy Nicole works at a 911 emergency dispatch center in Georgia. She claims that over the 6 years she has worked there, strange things like unexplained noises and things falling off the walls are a regular occurrence. However, recently the creepy activity seems to have intensified for no apparent reason. Brandy begins to secretly record her experiences and carefully shares her captures on TikTok.
So I'm just sitting at work, and I hear things fall in the lobby. Not sure. And the lights are off. They were on. Oh, and they're on now. All right, yeah, I'm gonna be done with that. Oh, no, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, we have a...
Oh, what was that? So, not work again. Holter, that's
So you just gonna work there. She's constantly freaked out.
Looks like something's messing with the wall. Like someone's knocking on the wall. Or the door.
Somebody, I don't know, nobody should be here.
It's coming from... Okay, no one there.
There's literally no one here.
This poor lady's all by herself.
Now, it's common for 911 workers in smaller towns to work overnight shifts alone. And Brandy claims she is completely alone and has no explanation for any of the strange things happening on her job.
So, since y'all thought I was doing the lights, let me show you
It's right
these.
there next.
This one does nothing. This one turns on this extra light. So,
Then late one night, the strange activity at Brandy's job takes a terrifying turn.
y'all have been following my Holter diaries here lately. So I'm pretty sure there's something standing in the doorway to the break room.
There's something behind
Am
the
I
glass.
crazy, or is that somebody standing there?
What is
Right
that?
there.
I don't.
What is
I
that?
think
Y'all
there's
see
someone
that?
standing there.
What appears to be the silhouette of someone's shoulder can be seen sticking out from a doorway. At first, Brandy's not quite sure what it is, but then when the mysterious silhouette
There's
moves
a
away,
head.
Brandy screams. She explains in her comments that she called an officer to check the building, but he found no one inside and nothing that could explain the strange silhouette.
That's debatable.
Hey guys, this is just an update to let you all know that I'm okay. I'm back at work today, but I'm no longer working by myself. I have someone here with me. Everything's been fine
I
so
can't say
far.
probably hide some review
We
with
haven't
it.
had anything
Well, it's not really
today.
that terrifying.
And here we go.
This woman's about to pour it.
What? It came from the hallway.
But at least there's two of them. I don't know. She seems legitimately
Oh
scared.
my god. No. Oh my god.
What's
So is the
that?
911 emergency dispatch center that Brandy works at haunted? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Thanks so much for watching. Please follow me on Instagram right there
This
if you
very much
want to.
is.
And also,
No, I don't know. A couple of them seem legitimate. A couple didn't seem like they were. Like they were like the one with that cabin one with the doors open, and they freaked out. It's like, well, honey, those could just open by themselves.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't really show anything other than that happening. Some of the stuff where they catch something behind, the first one, they were in like a farmhouse or whatever it was, and they were catching something like in the shelter. I suppose, they could have been somebody that their friends was part of the video, but it didn't look, it kind of makes somebody look like that, like with no face. It didn't look like it could be, like a Photoshop thing or whatever. Or maybe you could, I don't know. But it's where those two guys aren't paranormal investigators, and we've seen other videos with those guys, and they're not paranormal guys. So if they're freaked out by something, I don't see why they would make a random paranormal videos,
Yeah.
out of all the videos that they do, when most of them are not about ghosts or paranormal or whatever. So that seemed pretty legitimate. That last one there, the lady seemed pretty scared. It could have been, maybe she's trying to get people to watch her videos if she had somebody else there, but
It's hard. It's hard to judge.
But she supposedly called the police officer to check the place when there's nobody else there. I mean, that kind of makes it more legitimate where she actually did call a police officer. I mean, even though maybe she didn't, she just said she did. I don't know. But now they have two people there, and they're both starting to witness the same stuff.
Yeah.
It could be not legitimate, but she seemed legitimately scared. Like she seemed like she was freaked out by it. So, I don't know. Some of these, this one were pretty creepy. The one in the guy when he was in the abandoned house and he kept when he went back. I forget what the guy's name was. I have to go back and look what his
The
name
Russian guy, whatever his name was.
was. That was like that other video we watched where the guy had the accordion, whatever you call it. That was like doing a thing on it by itself. It looked like the house reminded me of that one, but that one was like that guy was clearly freaked out, and it was just too many things about it. I think that was legitimate, like the thing behind the curtain, and things being thrown and moved around, and
all
shadows. Like that light show could have been like a shadow of somebody off camera, but the rest of it seemed pretty legitimate to me.
I agree with you. I do.
You know. So I mean, mostly I would say probably half of these were legitimate. A couple maybe they weren't. Those guys who were supposed to be paranormal, I didn't really think that was all that scary. The other ones were believable.
Yeah, I think the person standing by the curtain, it's like somebody like went behind the curtain and then just stood there.
Yeah, but he put his camera down to the floor, and there was no legs to it, so it's like, how could somebody be standing there?
It could have been hovering, and then when it drops, it looks like somebody like just gets out of the curtain, and then it goes straight down again. So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, well, this one was pretty good. I like this one, even though a couple didn't seem like they were really legitimate. For the most part, they were. I like the ones that kind of make you feel kind of creepy just watching them. Those ones that make me feel like it's more legitimate. I've seen some pretty good Photoshop ones and ones that are fake but really well done. But most of these don't seem like they are. There's maybe a few here and there, but for the most part, they seem legitimate, which I really enjoy. And it's good to see the people get freaked out, especially those two Chinese guys. Those guys are really freaked out and like screaming and yelling. I think that they legitimately saw something. Because either that, they really know how to act like they're freaked out. Because those guys are both screaming a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's going to do it for this one. This was kind of a long one for the Nukes Top 5. So if you're interested in watching these videos, that's where we usually found Nukes Top 5 paranormal videos. And I think that's it. If you guys like this video, or have any thoughts or comments, or tell us what you guys think. Do you guys think this was believable or not? Put them on down below. And as always, hit that like and subscribe.
Until next time.